Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, or it's afternoon for me. This is just going to be kind of like a quick flow. I've been having some issues with my feet and my ankles, and um, maybe it's just because I'm getting arthritic and I'm older, but or the cold weather, which doesn't seem to be letting up at all. We're walking through, the snow piles and everything on even ground. There's a whole load of reasons. And rationally, I could tell myself that, but the irrational part of me, as I'm sure many of you can identify with, says, oh no, oh my gosh, something is going on with my feet. And, what about if this impacts, the things I do, the walks I go on, the hikes I go on, the runs I go on, my yoga, and you can kind of see you do the whole vicious cycle and the parade of horribles. And actually talking to a computer is actually helping me right now process and think this through. But I think also recording these videos forces me to practice. And that means being mindful as opposed to continuing to run, literally or figuratively, away from these emotions of just not feeling 100%. So, with that being said, let's start off in a tabletop position. And let's inhale and do some cat and cows as we look up at the ceiling and exhale around your spine. And inhale, looking up. And exhale, rounding. And then we'll come to a neutral position. We'll take our left arm forward and our right leg back. Inhaling here, exhale, taking the left arm around and grabbing hold the right foot, kicking that foot into the hand. Inhaling here. And exhale, bringing the arm and the leg back to their positions, and then returning them back to the mat. On an inhale, taking the right arm forward and the left leg back. And exhale, taking that right arm around, grabbing hold of the left foot and kicking the foot into the hand. And we'll hold here again, being mindful of where your thoughts are right now. And gently releasing the arm forward, the leg back, and the palm comes down, the knee down. Let's inhale as we look up. And exhale, we'll tuck the toes under. And coming back to a downward facing dog, just pedaling our legs out. On an inhale, taking the right leg up, exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, make some hip circles in one direction, and then reverse. And then taking the right leg straight back behind us. Inhale here, and exhale, bringing the right foot between the hands. The left knee comes down as we inhale, coming up, and exhale, sinking into that left hip flexor. Inhaling here. And exhale, bringing our hands to the inside of that right foot, heel toeing our right foot out to the side. On an inhale, the right arm comes up. Exhale, bend the left knee and grab hold of the left foot. Gazing over your right shoulder, getting a nice quad stretch. And then just gently releasing. The palms come down, you tuck the left toes under. You're going to come back to a plank pose. So we'll inhale and plank. And exhale, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. And inhale, coming into a baby cobra upper dog. And on an exhale, taking your downward facing dog. On an inhale, the left leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, and make some hip circles in one direction. And then reverse the direction. Now we'll kick that left leg straight back behind you, inhaling here. And exhale, left foot between the hands, the right knee comes down. As you inhale, coming up, and exhale, sinking into the right hip flexor. And gazing up at the ceiling, inhaling here. And exhale, bringing both hands to the inside of the left foot, heel toeing your foot to the edge. On an inhale, the left arm comes up. Exhale, bend the right knee. And taking the left hand to the right foot. Again, deep quad stretch here. Gazing over the left shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. And then slowly you'll release. The left palm comes down, tucking the right toes under, and you'll come back to a plank pose. Inhaling here in plank, and exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to baby cobra, upper dog. And exhale back to a downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose and sighing out through your mouth. On an inhale, let's again take that right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip circles in one direction, and then reverse in the direction. Inhale the right leg straight back behind you, and exhale, bringing the right foot between the hands, and this time we'll slowly come up into our high lunge. Inhaling here, and exhale, opening and twisting to the right. Inhale. Exhale, taking your right hand to your left hamstring or thigh, taking a nice back bend here, sinking into the left hip flexor. Inhale. And exhale, straightening here. Inhale, bring your arms back to a high lunge. And exhale, open to a warrior two. On an inhale, reverse the warrior. And on an exhale, straightening the right leg and slowly coming forward into a triangle pose. Inhale, reverse the triangle. And exhale, bend the knee back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, straightening the right leg and coming forward into a triangle pose. So just kind of taking a little vinyasa here. In flow. Inhaling here. Exhale, reversing the warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. And exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhaling here, exhale, straightening the right leg. And slowly cartwheeling your hands down. On an inhale, the right leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, and slowly flip your dog baby. Coming into a rock star position. Inhaling here. And then on an exhale, taking that right leg up, hovering the right leg over the left. Coming into a variation of side plank. Bringing the right leg on top of the left leg for side plank. Inhale here. And exhale, the right palm comes down. You're in your plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose and taking a deep sigh out through your mouth. On an inhale, that left leg comes up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip circles in one direction. And then reversing the direction. And then on an inhale, taking that left leg straight back behind you. And exhale, bring the left foot between the hands. As you inhale, coming up into your high lunge. And exhale, twisting over to the left. Inhaling here. Exhale, your left hand comes to your right hamstring as you take a nice back bend here. Maybe you feel it more or less than you did so on the other side. Inhaling, bringing your arms back overhead. And exhale, opening to a warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, slowly straightening the leg and coming into a triangle pose. Inhale, reverse the triangle. Exhale, coming back into a warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, straightening the left leg, coming back into a triangle. Inhale, reverse the triangle. Exhale, back to a warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, straightening the left leg and coming back into a triangle pose. Inhale, reverse the triangle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, cartwheeling the hands down. The left leg comes back to a three-legged down dog. As you inhale, bend the knee, open the hip. And exhale, coming into a flip dog or rock star. Inhaling here. And on the next exhale, you're going to hover that left leg. And then stacking the left leg on top of the right, inhaling in side plank, exhaling, inhale again, and exhale, the left arm comes down, you're in plank pose. Inhale, plank, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward facing dog, just pedaling the feet out here. And let on inhale, we'll bend your knees. Exhale, walking or hopping, feet to hands. Inhale as you look up, and exhale, folding forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you look up, and exhale, making your way back to chaturanga. Inhale into a plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. On inhale, the right leg comes up. And exhale, the right foot between the hands. As you inhale, coming up into a high lunge. Exhale, hands to the heart center, shifting forward. Oops. And you're slowly going to come into a warrior three. Inhaling here and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale back to your high lunge. Inhaling here, exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, straightening the right leg, coming into your triangle pose. Inhaling here. Exhale, left hand to your left hip. And slowly coming forward until you come into a half moon. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your right hand to your heart center. Inhaling and exhaling. And then next, bending the right knee, coming back to a warrior two. As you reverse the warrior, cartwheel your hands down and coming back to a plank pose. Inhale, plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, that left leg comes up, and exhale, bend the knee, open the hip circles. Then straighten the left leg back behind you, inhaling here. Exhale, left foot between your hands, coming into your high lunge. Inhale, exhale, hands to the heart center, and slowly coming forward into warrior three. Inhaling here, and exhale back to your high lunge. Inhale, exhale, open warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, straightening the left leg, coming into your triangle pose. Inhale, right hand to right hip. Exhale, coming into your Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe bringing that left hand to your heart center. Slowly bending the left knee and back to warrior two as you inhale, reverse, and exhale, cartwheeling the hands down. And you'll come back to the plank pose. Inhale, plank, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, the upward dog, and exhale, the downward facing dog. On an inhale, taking that right leg up. Exhale, right foot between the hands, slowly coming back into your high lunge. Inhaling here, exhale, left arm underneath the right, elbows away from the chest. Inhale, exhale, coming up, and bring your left leg on top of your right for eagle wrap. Inhale here, exhale, folding forward. Inhale, and exhale, you'll take that left leg back, warrior three with eagle arms. Coming back to your high lunge, releasing the arms up overhead. Inhale, exhale, open warrior two. Inhale, reverse, and exhale, straightening the right leg, coming into a triangle. Inhale, left hand to left hip. Exhale, looking forward. and coming back to your Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale here and exhale again. Maybe try and bring the right hand to your heart center. Inhale, exhale, bend the right knee, coming back to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse, and exhale, cartwheeling the hands down, and the right leg comes back to your plank. Inhale, plank, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale, left foot between the hands, coming into your high lunge. Inhale, right arm underneath the left. Exhale, shifting forward and bringing the right leg over your left for eagle wrap. Inhaling here and exhale, folding forward. Inhale, exhale, taking that right leg back behind you, warrior three of the eagle arms. And then coming back into your high lunge, releasing the arms up overhead, inhaling here, exhale, open to a warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, we'll straighten left leg, coming into a triangle. Right hand to your right hip, shifting forward, coming into your half moon. Maybe bring your left hand to your heart center, balancing on that left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, bending that left knee, coming back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse, and exhale, cartwheeling the hands down and taking the left leg back to meet the right. Inhaling in plank, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. On an exhale, we're going to come over onto our right side for side plank. Inhale, we're going to bring our hips up, and exhale, threading the needle, left arm underneath the right, and your hips sag, working our obliques. Inhale up, and exhale, thread. Two more on this side. Inhale up, exhale, thread. Inhale up, and exhale, thread. Slowly coming back into a plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, over to the left side. The right arm comes up. Inhale, lifting the hips up. And exhale, threading the needle. Inhale up. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale here. And exhale, coming back to a plank pose. Inhaling in plank. And exhale, coming back to a downward facing dog. Breathing in through your nose. And sighing out through your mouth. Again, inhaling through your nose. And sighing out through your mouth. On the next breath, we're going to bend your knees and walk or hop our feet to our hands. Inhale as you look up, and exhale, folding forward. Inhale those arms up overhead, and exhale, arms by your side. We're going to inhale and come into our chair pose, Utkatasana. And exhale, coming to sit down all the way into our Navasana or boat pose. Inhale here, exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, bend the knees. And then coming all the way up into your forward fold. Inhale as you look up, and exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming into Navasana. Not Navasana, chair pose. And exhale, hands to the heart center. So just coming to a tree pose, taking our right foot into our inner left thigh, hands at the heart center. So coming into some more grounding poses as we slowly start to wind down this short but kind of fun flow. Hands to heart center. So focusing on balancing on one leg will actually help leg strength, but also more importantly, ankle and foot strength. Gazing up overhead. Hands to heart center, bringing the right knee into the chest and taking the right leg back, warrior three. Inhale, bringing the right knee into the chest. Exhale, right heel to your left hip crease. We're going to come into a grasshopper. So taking your hands to the outside of your foot and bringing your right foot onto your right tricep as you shift forward. And then slowly coming out. And you're going to hug your knee back into your chest and release the foot to meet the right foot to meet the left. Taking your left foot into your inner right thigh. Inhaling here. And exhale, maybe growing your tree. Inhale and exhale. And then you're going to hug your left knee into your chest. Inhaling here. And exhale, coming back to a warrior three. Inhaling here. And exhale again, you're going to hug your left knee into your chest. This time bringing your left heel into your right hip crease and coming into grasshopper. So both arms come to the outside of that left foot, making a stack or a shelf with your tricep as you slowly come up. And then coming back out of it, your hands will come to your heart center, slowly rising up and releasing the left foot to meet the right, shaking it out. So from here, we're just going to inhale, bring the arms up overhead, and exhale. We're going to come all the way down into our Navasana. One last time. Hug our knees into our chest. Back into Navasana. Hug into the chest. And then slowly rocking and rolling back and forth. And then coming into a happy baby pose. Rocking from side to side, releasing any lower back tension. And then coming into figure four. So taking your right leg over your left thigh and interlacing your hands on top of your left shin and bringing your shin into your chest. Maybe closing the eyes. And slowly we'll twist. We'll take your twist and come into a gentle spinal twist. Take your figure four into a gentle spinal twist. And then you're going to hug your knees into your chest. Take your left foot on top of your right thigh. And then coming to figure four on this side. And then take the left leg or take your figure four into a gentle spinal twist, gazing over the left shoulder. And then slowly coming out of it, give yourself one final squeeze. And then let yourself go into a Shavasana. And take as long as you can here. Enjoy your practice. Thank you for practicing with me today. I appreciate it, as always.